Most people get this wrong when trying to start a company in Senegal. They assume it is just about filling out a form and opening a bank account. But the truth is very different. One small mistake in your registration process can delay your business for weeks, sometimes months. And in some cases, it can even get your application rejected completely. Here's the truth no one tells you. Starting a company in Senegal is actually straightforward, but only if you follow the exact legal sequence. If you skip steps or misunderstand the system, you will face constant delays with tax registration, banking, and business licensing. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything step by step. No legal jargon. No confusion. Just a clear, practical roadmap that anyone can follow, even if this is your first time starting a business in West Africa. By the end of this guide, you will know exactly how to register a company in Senegal, choose the right legal structure, get your tax number, open a business bank account, and legally operate without issues. And I'll also show you the mistakes foreigners and locals make that cost them time and money, so you can avoid them completely. Now let's get into it. If you want to start a company in Senegal in 2026, the first thing you need to understand is that the process is centralized through official government systems. The main institution handling business creation is APIX, which stands for the Investment Promotion Agency of Senegal. This is where most of your registration journey begins. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike many countries where you deal with multiple disconnected offices, Senegal has a semi-one-stop system. That means you can complete most of your company formation through a coordinated process. But you still need to know the sequence, or things will slow down. Let's start with the foundation. The first step is choosing your business structure. This is critical because it determines your taxes, legal responsibility, and how investors see your company. In Senegal, the most common structures are SARL, which is similar to a limited liability company, and SA, which is a public limited company. Most small and medium businesses choose SARL because it is simpler, cheaper, and requires less capital. For example, if Alex wants to start a digital marketing agency in Dakar, he would almost always choose SARL. But if a larger group like a mining investment firm wants to operate, they might choose SA because it allows multiple shareholders and larger capital structures. But here's the problem many people face. They choose the wrong structure because they copy what they see online from other countries. Senegal has its own legal thresholds and requirements, so copying blindly can create compliance issues later. Now, once you've chosen your structure, the next step is reserving your company name. This is done through the RCM system, which stands for the Trade and Personal Property Credit Register. You submit your proposed business name, and the system checks if it is available. This step sounds simple, but this is where many applicants fail. Why? Because they choose names that are too generic or already partially registered. Here's a practical tip. Always prepare at least 3 name options. So if your first choice is rejected, you don't lose time restarting the process. Now let's move forward. Once your name is approved, you need to prepare your legal documents. This includes your articles of association, identification documents, and proof of registered office address. Now here's where it gets interesting. In Senegal, your registered office does not need to be a commercial building at the start. You can use a rented office space or even a co-working address, as long as it is legally recognized. For example, John, a freelance software developer, can start his company using a small shared office in Dakar, instead of renting an entire building. This keeps costs low in the early stage. But most people make a mistake here. They rush this step and submit incomplete documentation. That leads to delays at the notary stage, which we will talk about next. Once your documents are ready, the next step is notarization. In Senegal, a notary plays an important role in validating your company formation documents. The notary ensures everything complies with local commercial law. This is not optional. Without notarization, your company cannot be legally registered. Now, here's something important. Notary fees can vary depending on your company's structure and capital amount. Many first-time founders underestimate this cost, which creates budget issues later in the process. After notarization, your file is submitted to APIX for processing. This is where your company is officially registered in the system. And this is also where patience becomes important. Because while the system is efficient compared to many countries, processing time can still take several days depending on workload and document accuracy. Now, let's pause for a moment, because this is where most people lose control of the process. They assume registration is complete once they submit documents. But in reality, registration is only one part of the system. After approval, you still need tax registration, Social Security registration, if you hire employees, and a business bank account. And in a minute I'll show you how to handle the tax registration process in a way that avoids common delays that many new entrepreneurs face. Now, let's continue. Once your company is registered with RCEM, the next step is obtaining your tax identification number, known as 9EA in Senegal. This is issued by the tax authority, DGID, which stands for General Directorate of Taxes and Domains. Without 9EA, your company cannot legally invoice clients or operate fully in the formal economy. Now here's the problem. Many people delay this step, thinking they can operate informally at first. But in Senegal, clients, especially corporate clients, will always request a tax number before doing business with you. So if you are Alex running a consulting firm, or John running import business, you must prioritize 9EA immediately after registration. The process involves submitting your company registration documents, identity information, and business activity description. Once approved, you receive your tax ID. Now let's move to something very important that most guides skip: opening a business bank account in Senegal. This step sounds simple, but it can actually be one of the most challenging if you are not prepared. Banks will require your RCM registration, 9EA number, notarized documents, and proof of address. They may also request a minimum deposit, depending on the bank. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some banks are more foreigner-friendly than others. If you are not a resident, you may face additional verification steps like proof of source of funds or business plan review. This is why it is important to prepare a simple but clear business explanation. What are you doing? Who are your clients? How will money flow through your account? Clarity speeds up approval. Now let's talk about a key step many entrepreneurs overlook: licensing and sector-specific permits. Not all businesses in Senegal require extra licenses, but some do. For example, if you are starting a food business, import-export company, construction firm, or financial service, you may need additional approvals from regulatory bodies. This is where people often get stuck because they assume one registration covers everything. It does not. So always check your industry requirements before launching. Now let's move into taxation and compliance, because this is where long-term success is decided. In Senegal, companies are subject to corporate tax, VAT applicable, and social contributions if you hire employees. The exact tax rate depends on your business structure and revenue. But here's the key insight. Many new business owners fail not because they cannot register, but because they do not maintain proper compliance after registration. Missing tax filings or failing to update company records can lead to penalties. So the smart approach is to set up a simple compliance routine from day one, even if your business is small. Now let's talk about timelines. On average, if all documents are correct, company formation in Senegal can take anywhere from a few days to a couple of weeks. Delays usually happen due to incomplete paperwork, name rejection, or banking issues. But if you follow the exact sequence we covered, you can significantly reduce delays. Now let's address a question many viewers have. Can foreigners start a company in Senegal? The answer is yes. Foreigners can fully own companies in Senegal. However, they must follow the same registration process and may face additional verification depending on the business type. For example, if someone like Jake from the United States wants to start an e-commerce business in Dakar, he can legally own 100% of the company. But he must still go through OPIX, RCEM, registration, tax registration, and banking procedures. Now here's a key advantage. Senegal is considered one of the more stable business environments in West Africa, especially for regional trade and services. That makes it attractive for foreign entrepreneurs. But here's the final mistake to avoid. Many people think registration is the finish line. It is not. It is just the beginning. The real success comes from how you structure operations, manage compliance, and build local partnerships. So let's quickly summarize everything. First, choose your legal structure carefully. Second, reserve your company name through RCM. Third, prepare and notarize your documents. Fourth, register through APIX. Fifth, obtain your 90A tax number. Sixth, open a business bank account. Seventh, check for sector licenses if needed. And finally, maintain ongoing tax and legal compliance. If you follow this sequence, you avoid the most common delays and legal issues. And more importantly, you set your business up for long-term stability. Starting a company in Senegal is not complicated when you understand the system. The real challenge is not the law itself. It is following the right order and avoiding small mistakes that create big delays. Now you have the complete roadmap. If you want more step-by-step guides like this for other countries, make sure to like this video, leave a comment with the country you want next, and subscribe so you do not miss the next breakdown. Because the right knowledge at the right time can completely change how fast you build your business.